Hello and welcome. Now this is going to be my review of the Spyderco Calypso 2013 sprint run. Okay, now this knife here, made by Spyderco, they every year they do a load of sprint runs of particular knives, and this year they also offer this one. Among a few others. Okay, so a little bit about this knife is that this model is basically, it's like the full-sized C54 Calypso. Okay, was initially released in the mid 1990s, but then was later discontinued. Okay, but it did give rise to some smaller versions: the Calypso Junior, the Cali 3, and the Cali 3.5. Okay, now this is basically that Calypso. Okay, it's the view that they're going at is it's an elegant gents profile folding knife, but it's got a work ambitious blade. Okay, so we'll just jump in there with some stats first of all. Okay, now the overall length open of this knife is 9.03 inches or 29.9 centimeters, so it's pretty long when deployed. The blade length is 3.93 inches or 10 centimeters, and the cutting edge is 3.6 inches or 9.1 centimeters, and the weight is about 4.3 ounces or 121.9 grams. Okay, so it's a very nice knife. It's very desirable. I do like the earth brown G10. Okay. Handle scales, as I say, are a G10. It just reeks of quality, really. I mean, the grippiness of them, the actual texturing. I've looked really closely, and they are actually the same kind of G10 pattern as on a military or a paramilitary too. Okay, so it's high quality G10. All right. Now the pocket clip on Spyderco.com's website, on the picture, it doesn't show Sal's signature on the blade, and also the pocket clip, it's shown as being a black one with a gold Spidey bug logo. Okay, that's not the case. It's stainless steel, and I'm pleased that they've kept it as stainless steel. Okay, I would not want a black pocket clip on this that would slowly chip away, so good job there. Okay, and the pocket clip, of course, you see the three holes, and again it's a four-way pocket clip, tip up, tip down, carry options. So it gives you lots of variety there, so that's good for left-handed people as well. Okay, now the ergonomics, I mean, look at it. It's very, very comfortable in the hand. Okay, it's comfortable in a normal grip. Okay, the primary reason is because of this curve here and this curve here. Okay, and the curve along the spine. That is just a natural kind of way to hold something, and it's just so ergonomic. It's unbelievable. Okay, so for the normal grip, it's very comfortable. It also gives you this cutout here and a thumb ramp there to hold it. Okay. However, as you can see, there's no jimping and no jimping. Okay, so it's all smooth. Okay, so it's basically a longer version of a Spyderco UK PK, I would say, but with a locking mechanism. Okay. Now the deployment, it's got this thumb hole. Okay. Yes, you can deploy it quite quickly. Okay. But you know, you can also deploy it quite slowly. You can't deploy it that quick because obviously there's a strain on the locking mechanism. It is a lockback. Okay. So then it engages, and then you can just press down, and that releases it. Okay, a bit of a fingerprint magnet as well. You've probably seen there's a few fingerprints already on it. Now, and the blade steel is VG10. Okay, you can see there. If you see my unboxing, you'll see that I make a comment about how it's engraved rather than just sprinted on. rather than just printed on. Now that's very similar to the Enduras and Delicas. They are engraved Spyderco VG10, and then it just says Japan on the back. It doesn't say Seki-city Japan, but I'm assuming it is made in Seki-city because that's like the main factory, main place where they produce most VG10. Okay. So, and obviously Sal Gless's signature, or little mark there, so he designed this knife. You can see that the blade, it's kind of got this swedge going on at the top. Very nice, very nice swedge. Okay, or bevel, if you will. Okay, very nice. And then it's just a full flat grind. Okay. So that's a nice point. And the price of one of these set you back about £150. It's a lot of money considering that an Endura, which is a similar size to this, is only about £60 or £70. So you're paying double for the sprint run, the G10, and just the fact that it is a sprint run. Really, I mean it's definitely high quality, but the steel is the same, and but it is more comfortable and you can choke up. So you're paying a bit more for the collector's kind of point. I mean, sprint runs, they only make 1,000 of them, okay, and then they get rid of the moulds or whatnot, okay. So there we go. So that's the Spyderco Calypso. Just a quick point, I just completely forgot when I was talking about the handle scales. If you can see down in there, I haven't really got much light, I'm afraid, but they are skeletonized, fully skeletonized, and that of course reduces the weight. And it's not that heavy really. 120, let's say 2 grams is not that heavy. It's a decent weight. I mean, it's only about 25 grams heavier than or 26 grams heavier than an Endura. So they've done a really good job with the weight there. And now of course some negative points. Okay, I've made like a small list of 4. Okay. The first one is just the pin construction. Okay, as you can see, pins there, those 3 pins, bam, 1, 2, 3 pins again. Yes, you can adjust the pivot, but you can't take this knife apart like you can with an Endura and swap blades out and all the rest of it. You just can't. So that's a negative point in my book. Second one, no jimping on the thumb ramp or on the finger choil. I mean, it's quite slippy there, quite slippy, because it's beveled at the top as well. So yeah, you can choke up on it, but you know, they say it's work ambitious, but how work ambitious can you be if you need to do fine work? And so yeah, that's the second negative point. Third negative point is the Spidey hole. It's really tiny actually. I'll do a comparison in a little second, but that hole is tiny. There's no cutout there or on the other side, so just get into it. You feel it's just difficult to get to, and then when you do get to it, it's not big enough for you to, you know, deploy as easy as it could be. Okay, and then the last point was just when I did unbox it, there were quite a few, so you see the scratch there, there were quite a few scratches along here. Okay, now apart from that, as you can see, it's quite flush. It's good workmanship, but again, just some little points about the scratches on there. The blade was fine though, no scratches and problems with the blade, but they're my small kind of negative points. Now I'll just do some comparison shots. Okay, so this is obviously the Spyderco Sprint Run Calypso. It's often compared to the Spyderco UK PK. I mean, this is my note about the Spidey hole. Okay, you look at the differences. It's much larger, as you can see, much larger than the Calypso. Might be because of the style they're going for. But again, look at the handle shapes. Okay, almost identical with those curves in the places they are. Okay, so it's comparable with the UK PK. Just for the sake of it, here's a Spyderco Tenacious size wise. Okay, so it's a lot longer and more elegant. And then we'll do a comparison with the Spyderco Military. Okay, Move that one down. So the military is longer. It is a longer knife, longer handle, longer blade. However, the cutting edge is only very slightly longer. Okay. Weight-wise, though, I think actually the military is probably a little bit lighter as well. But you'd have to quickly look up on that. And then finally, of course, a lot of people will compare it to the Spyderco Endura. Okay, it's worth just comparing these in one shot, actually, just to show you. I chose my blue one instead of the brown one because I didn't want to, you know, mix them up. But the handle scale lengths are almost the same, and the blades are almost the same. I think the Calypso is just slightly longer in cutting edge, okay, and the handle is just slightly longer again. So in a way, it's kind of an Endura, but with a finger choil at high quality VG10 steel with the same lockback, but it's got pin construction, so you can't remove the scales to clean it and whatnot. It doesn't have the jimping on the thumb ramp and on the spine. It doesn't have a larger hole there. Has the same steel, but in my opinion, it is more comfortable. Okay, and it's a sprint run, and I do love the more of the point there than the drop in the point on the Endura. But anyway, that's just a primary comparison. I would have loved to have got my hands on a Spyderco Police 3 for this review. Unfortunately, they're about the same price as one of these, and to spend about £300 on one review is quite a lot of money, really. But I'm assuming it's very similar. But again, the Police would be longer. But there we go. Check that knife out as well if you kind of like this one. Okay. But anyway, that's my quite long review, really, of this Spyderco Calypso 2013 sprint run. I like it the most out of all of the sprint runs this year, and that's why I bought it. And I just think it's a really good high quality blade. There's just a couple of niggles that you know, for use every day they could have spent a little bit of time looking at. But if it's an exact replica and that's where they're going from the old mid-90s one, then very good job. It's executed beautifully, and hope you've enjoyed the review of it. So please do check out other people's reviews. Wheel Jugger Knives has got a really nice close-up review as well. Check out his channel if you haven't already. And thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please do comment, rate and subscribe. And once again, take care.